Hello and welcome to the Fried Marketing Podcast with me, Chris Olson, marketeer and website designer for Olson Digital Marketing. Today we're talking again about AI because, well, it's everywhere, isn't it? The main thing is to not be so scared of it. I think there's a lot of fear-mongering about what AI is doing and what it can do and everything else. But in a lot of cases, for a lot of businesses, it can be a very, very friendly tool, especially when you consider AI has been around for ages. I mean, if you think about a calculator, really a calculator is AI in some ways. The fact is, there are many, many ways that businesses could be using this to enhance what they're already doing very, very well. So I'm going to go through today some examples, and I'm going to use a restaurant as my sort of main example, so to put it into real world terms rather than just talking about the AI, kind of put it into a real life situation. And if you are a restaurant, obviously you can absolutely benefit from this. But if you're another business, the likelihood is that a lot of what's going to be talked about could apply to your own business. You just might need to adapt it. If you want us to create like an AI plan for your business, then get in touch and I'm sure we'll be happy to do that. So first off is this whole idea of supercharging the customer experience with personalization. And this is something which we know within marketing works very, very well, just from like down to like an email marketing point of view. If you personalize those emails, you're going to get far better results than if you don't. So here we have a problem, right? So a busy restaurant often misses calls during peak hours, leading to lost reservations and frustrated customers. When a customer does get through, the staff doesn't know their preferences. So an AI solution could be a phone answering system. And this system can handle multiple calls simultaneously, take reservations, answer common questions about hours and menus and parking, and all with a friendly, natural sounding voice. Now, the growth from this is that the AI system is freeing up your team, freeing up the host and the manager to focus on that in-person experience, which AI can't help with. AI can't, well, not yet, currently be in there. I mean, I know they have those AI robots that deliver your meals and things like that. But with this system, it's freeing up your team to do what they do best. So when a customer calls, the AI can access their past history and show you what their reservation is like, and a human host can greet them with a personalized welcome, like, welcome back. We have your usual table ready for you and we can't wait for you to try our new seasonal special, something like that. And this creates a memorable, personalized experience, and it drives customer loyalty and repeat business. Now, as you might be aware, I'm actually reading some of this from AI. I've put this into AI to create this plan. Why have I done that? Because that's the tool there. I'm a marketeer. I use AI for a lot of things. Not everything. A lot of stuff needs a human touch, and it certainly needs a human touch to begin with and at the end. I saw a great marketeer talk about this recently. It's like a horse. You wouldn't just hit a horse and hope that it runs in the right direction. You would line it in the right direction, send it off, and then you'd be there at the other end to guide it back, which is what we call QA, quality assurance. So that's just one example. Like a restaurant, it's busy, and we do see this. If you can't get through at busy times, puts you off, you're going elsewhere, you probably won't try again. But if there was an AI answering machine that is personalized and knows your order history and books you in a really friendly way, that's going to be great. So the next situation, enhancing data analysis and strategic decision making. So the problem here is the manager of a restaurant spends hours manually reviewing sales data, trying to figure out which menu items are performing well and when to schedule their staff. They often get caught off guard by unexpected rushes or slow periods, peaks and troughs. So the AI solution here is using an AI-powered business intelligence platform that integrates their point of sale, POS system, and this AI can analyze historical sales data, local events, weather forecasts, and social media intentions in real time. And the AI then grows the business by providing predictive analytics, forecasting with high accuracy what the restaurant's foot traffic and sales will be for the upcoming week. The manager can then use these insights to optimize the menu, and it might say, that this certain sandwich is a top seller, and and whereas like a more expensive dish, sole or something, is not. And you can inform your menu changes and pricing adjustments and targeted promotions. It can also help staff scheduling. The AI can recommend the best number of servers to have, kitchen staff, all that stuff, and preventing from having overstaffing or understaffing. And that is all just data. AI is great with data. If you give it, your spreadsheets and give it everything that you've got, things you're probably already doing, probably already have. You say, look, based on this, what would you recommend? And as long as you're guiding it, as long as you're also double checking it, it might be that it might make some strange recommendations to begin with, but go through that. Another example, automating operations and boosting productivity. So in this case, restaurants' back of house operations are riddled with human errors, from inconsistent food prep to inaccuracy inventory counts. This leads to food waste, high costs, and a chaotic kitchen environment. Sounds terrible. The AI solution is implementing an inventory management system, and this system tracks every ingredient used from the moment it's delivered to when it's sold in a dish. It uses computer vision to monitor stock levels and a predictive model to forecast future ingredient needs based on the sales forecast. So this is trying to bring that waste system down, which is an absolute huge issue for many businesses. And this is growing the business by automatically generating a reorder list for suppliers, ensuring the restaurant never runs out of popular items, and minimizing food waste by alerting staff to ingredients nearing their expiration date. In the kitchen, smart display systems can use AI to prioritize orders and optimize cooking systems, ensuring consistent food quality and reducing waste and wait times for customers. A bit more of a tricky one, and it does involve some human elements there. But if you get your systems in place, which is often the hard bit, is getting the system in place. Once you have that, when you get your order in, you put it into the system and it knows what it's doing and it's got those information. And it won't always be perfect. You have to keep on it. But that could be huge. If you've got busy kitchen and a lot of team members, a lot of ingredients, things going off, going to waste. Yeah, could be massive. Revolutionising sales and marketing. Now, this is something I work with a lot, and this is my main focus with a lot of businesses. But the idea being, how could this AI solution help? So the problem for this restaurant is it struggles to get the word out about new special dishes and events. Their marketing efforts are generic, sending the same email to every customer, and their social media presence is inconsistent. The AI solution. The restaurant uses a platform with built-in AI marketing tools. The AI segments the customer database based on dining history, loyalty program data, and preferences. For example, it identifies a group of customers who frequently order vegetarian dishes. The growth outcome here is the AI automatically generates and sends personalized marketing messages. The vegetarian group receives an email or text message with a photo and description of the new seasonal roasted vegetable risotto. Meanwhile, a different group of customers receives a promotion for a new steak special. The AI can even analyze past campaigns to identify which type of content and offers have the highest engagement, allowing the restaurant to create more effective and profitable marketing campaigns. And this is something which is links back to earlier about the idea of personalization. So it's not keeping your marketing the same, it's personalizing it and making sure the customer is being looked after. When they phone up and they order and they know their table, that's great. If they get an email later on say, how was the vegan risotto? Great. They feel that is being curated to them. It's not a generic message that's just gone out that you send to everyone. Not that there's anything always wrong with that, but the personalization we know works. And social media in particular, AI can be a very, very useful tool helping you out. I would say be careful with the creatives that they make. Sometimes people have got extra fingers or their eyes aren't there. It's not quite perfect yet. And also, one thing I would warn about, and this goes across AI as a whole, is try not to remove yourself from what you're doing. Too often people do that. They just put out AI generated things and then there's no soul behind this. There's no business. People, yes, they want products, but they also want service and they want to know who's there. They want to know what the place looks like, all that stuff. They don't want generic imagery all the time. So be sure to personalize what you're doing. Last one we'll go through here now is fostering a culture of innovation and adaptability. So the problem for this restaurant is the manager is overwhelmed with daily tasks and doesn't have time to think about long-term strategy, new trends, or employee development. The AI solution here is to adopt a comprehensive AI-powered platform that handles the mundane tasks, from scheduling and payroll to inventory management and basic customer service inquiries. This frees up the manager to become a strategic leader. And that manager can then spend their time on training and mentorship, creative strategies, and customer engagement, the things that they are really needed as a person. And this is, again, linked into what we've talked about. It should be a tool. It should free up or enhance what you're already doing, what you're already great at. And AI should be taking on the more mundane tasks. That's what it's there for. And actually, we talked about social media, and this is something I find funny, is social media can be fun. It's creating things, it's an artistic space, and often people are using AI to do that. Whereas that's the stuff which a lot of team members like doing, or it's things that are fun, and you making a video of the team at work is a fun thing to do. Whereas AI should be taking care of the tasks which you're doing, like the emails and the spreadsheets and the things which, once it's set up, can be rolling through. And I think that time element is huge. When we talk about business, it's always about money, time, and connection. So if you can give yourself more time by using AI, like I did, I used this to create my plan. I could have sat down for an hour and wrote this out, but I got this in a couple of minutes with the right prompt. It freed me up to now talk to you, which is what I like doing. I like doing this podcast. I like putting out episodes and hopefully growing people's business. That's what I like doing. And that's the same for so many business owners who tell us they don't have the time to actually focus on their growth, to focus on what they're doing and how what direction they're going in. And that left on its own will only really result in one thing. You'll stay the same or you'll go down. And with the competition that's out there now, the rise of these tools and the people that are early adopting it, they are getting ahead, and that can impact a lot of businesses who decide not to supercharge and not to use these tools. So I hope that was helpful. And I appreciate I was talking for quite a long time, a bit of a longer episode, this one. If you've got any questions, let me know. If you want to run this type of prompt yourself, I'm happy to do that for you, or you can just go to any of the platforms that you like using. I personally like Gemini at the moment. I've always been a fan of Google's tools, so I use Gemini. I know a lot of people use ChatGPT, and there's others. Find the one that suits you and get to know it and test it and trial it, and see how you get on. But that's it for Fried Marketing. We'll be back again soon with another episode.